Well, this piece I saw at a student show at the SAC, at the South Arkansas Art Center. It was done by a first grader from Junction City. And I was so drawn to it. And to this day, it shows you that art can be made by anybody and be equally beautiful. My students have inspired me so very much that I am honored to have their work in my collection. I made the headboard. The necessity is the mother of invention. Art is a way of life for me. As I got older, I took some art lessons. And when I was in high school, I had an art teacher that was very special. I wanted to do what she did. And I went to school. I got my degree in art education and never looked back. It was like the stars came together. The day I retired from the school district, they called me from the Murphy Arts District and asked me, would I like to come down and talk to them about a very special project? AstroZone was a collaboration between the Murphy Arts District and Crystal Bridges, and we brought the work of Claire Helen Ashley to El Dorado, and she did inflatables. And when Murphy Arts District came to me, they wanted to know how could they best get this out to as many people as possible. Education. It had to be through education. I sat down with a map and I looked at as many areas that could get here in a day and get back home. I went to every school district, talked to every superintendent, told them what we were going to do. So we even set up a classroom at Murphy Arts District. They saw the exhibit. We talked about it. Then they went downstairs and they wrote about it. Being at Murphy Arts District led to the relocation of the sculptural reliefs. There were the sculptures at the hospital and they were languishing, and we wanted to get them into the eyes of the community in a place that was accessible to the community. I had no background. That was another thing I learned. I learned as I went along, and I learned about engineering. I learned about how you clean them. I learned about the artists who created them. I found the artists who created them. I learned about the history of the pieces, and then how you move something that large. So it was quite an experience. The whole process was 3 years. He wanted the building to have a character expressed through art that reflected hope, joy, and beauty, all attributes that would indirectly lead its patients and their families towards health and life. And they're still doing what they were intended, the purpose that they were created for. My studio group. That started as a grant from AHEC, the Center on Aging. And they wanted me to do a series of art classes for senior citizens. Great experience, wonderful experience. And I worked with probably 100 people, over the course of a couple of years. And eventually the grant money ran out, but the students that came to the class didn't. They wanted to stay. And this is probably 20 plus years. As we've looked at European art from the first half of the 20th century, we've seen that the sensibility of the country of an artist's origin rarely escapes them. It finds its way into the work. No more so than tonight when we look at the German Expressionists. That was a long-held hope of mine, to have an experience where people could come and learn about art in the context of the time that it was created. We try to do 3, maybe 4 a year, and we take particular art movements, and we've done the Hudson River School, art in the United States and the difficulties it encountered coming to the United States, modern art. So we've taken so many topics and now have a really appreciative group. I think art represents the best of us, and I want everyone to experience it. It's not an elite thing. It's something for everybody, and I just work hard to do that. It means so much to me that I want everyone else to experience it.